Mr. Walker, thank you for participating in tonight's Civitas interview. And our first question for you is, what do you believe to be the role of the judiciary? If elected, how will your understanding of your role manifest in your adjudication?
When the founders went in and started creating the judiciary and the Constitution, they always envisioned it being the weakest of the three branches of government, but it's also very important. The role of the judiciary is basically to take the facts of the case and apply the law to those facts. That's all you need to do. It's not the job of judges to go and to make the law. It's not the job of judges to decide what policy should be right or not. That's the job of the General Assembly, and that's the job of Congress. And that will definitely affect the way that I decide cases if the people of the state of North Carolina decide to elect me to this office, is I will listen to the will of the people as manifested through the legislature, and when the legislature passes the law, that's what the law is, as long as it's consistent with the Constitution of the state of North Carolina and the Constitution of the United States.
Great. And our second question for you is, what impact do you feel the recent SBI issue will have on the efficacy of the judicial system? Should this cause North Carolinians to reconsider their position on the death penalty?
I think everybody's got to be concerned about what happened at the SBI lab and how all that's going to work out. I still think we can have justice in North Carolina. One of the things that's important in court system is that everybody does the right thing, everybody tells the truth, and that's what we need to make sure that we're doing. I think we can still have justice if that's the goal of our system, and I think it is. I think we can still have justice. Personally, it doesn't make me waver in my support of the death penalty, but I think that that's something that ultimately is not for a judge to decide. That's up to the people to decide if they want to do that through their elected representatives.
And our next question is, what are your thoughts on judicial offices being made nonpartisan and about publicly financing appellate court races?
Well, I think as far as nonpartisan elections, that was definitely a partisan decision when that was made. I don't think that it was a very good idea. One of the things I think is important when you go in and you see a party name is that usually, not always, but usually you can tell something about that person based upon what party they're in. You could tell usually we think of Republicans as a little more conservative, Democrats as a little more progressive or liberal. It's not always the case. Sometimes there's Republicans who are very liberal and sometimes there are Democrats who are conservative. But at least it gave people some idea of what was going on. As far as the financing, I've got mixed feelings about it. In many regards, I think if the whole goal of it was to go and make sure that money was taken out of judicial elections, the first thing they make you do is raise money so that you can get the money to take the money out. It doesn't make sense that you do that. Maybe there's some other way you could show support if we're really wanting to get the money out of it. All in all, I think it's a system that probably needs to be fixed.
And our final question for you is, why should North Carolina elect you to become a leader of its judicial system?
If you want a judge who will be consistently conservative, consistently practice judicial restraint, then you want me. That's what I am. That's the way that I've always felt about the Constitution, about the laws, that it's up to the legislature to make the laws, it's up to the judges to apply the facts to the law and come to the right conclusion. And that's why I hope you'd elect me.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.